Okay, so I am at the stone door again. This is the same place from an earlier video. I'm going to do a little bit of different hiking today. It's just going to be a day trip. I'm going to try to get in 3 of the waterfalls that they have here at Savage Gulf. Not the biggest ones, but still get 3 of them in, do a nice little hike today for a day hike, and we'll just see how it goes. It's about 35 degrees, wind's not blowing. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for a hike. So I'll catch up with you in just a little while when I get out of the truck and get going. Okay, so we're getting started here on Laurel Falls Loop, and we're just going to head down. I'm going to try not to be as shaky as I have been before, but there ain't no guarantees on that. So anyway, this just kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at here. This trail gets used a lot, but it's not in terrible shape, I guess, all things considered. I can hear the falls already. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's a little cool, but once I get moving, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I tell you, carrying a day pack is sure a whole lot easier than carrying a pack for more than one night with all the other stuff that you got to carry. You don't have to carry a sleeping bag and a shelter and a stove and all that stuff. This is pretty nice. So I am the first one here today. Okay, so this just goes down to the falls. I'll talk to you when we get to the falls. How's that for the falls? Right on the edge. Pretty day. So, this is the way I'm heading. I'm gonna go up here and get on this and see if the view's any better. I doubt it. Be hard to beat what we just saw. That's the way I got to go back. Up there, it was just a little loop. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. That's beautiful. Talk to you in a bit. Well, I just thought I'd show you part of the trail. This is the Big Gulf Creek Rim Trail that I'm on right now. And I mean, it's pretty nice. Nice open forest. Spooked a couple of big does a while ago. So, you know, and then off to the east, and it's not very far out there till you get to the bluff. But, I mean, in summertime, you wouldn't see anything. I guess they keep the trail away from the edge for safety reasons, but sure would be nice if it was a little bit closer and, you know, to the edge, and we could get views more constantly, consistently, whatever word you want to use there, I guess. But anyway, you know, I read a little bit about some of this area in here, and this used to be still is, but used to be really a notorious area here, this Savage Gulf, for bootleg whiskey, moonshine, stuff like that. And I tell you, as rugged as it is, that's not too bad. As rugged as the terrain is, I can certainly understand why it would be a good place to do that, if that's the kind of thing you were into. And you know, on the drive up here, and I'm not saying this to disparage anyone, you can tell the economy in certain parts of the area here are, well, is not the best. So I can understand why someone living here would resort to those kind of methods in order to make ends meet. Because man's got to put food on the table. I understand that. And, you know, we're so quick to judge people and call them hillbillies and rednecks and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, a lot of people that do that have never been in their shoes or never been in a position to where they didn't know where the next meal was coming from. And they got children and, you know, just don't really know what's going on. And it's easy to condemn them and call them stupid. But I don't think they're stupid. I think sometimes some of them, a lot of them, are caught up in circumstances beyond their control. And, you know, what are we as society doing to help them? And of course, some of them, maybe they don't want your help. They want to live that way. And you know what? They have the right to do that too, if that's what they want to do. I don't have an issue with that either. So, anyway, how's that for rambling, ranting, whatever, while on the trail? Gosh, what a beautiful day this is. Man, I'm telling you what. I love this. Getting ready to, I think, coming up on the view spot maybe. You can see a little bit of it. You can see a little bit of it. But, yeah, look at that. Yeah. And look down there. You can see how far down it goes. It's quite a drop. And it's a quick drop off. Once you get to the edge, it's a fast drop off. But anyway. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was just my poles falling. Let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit. Yeah. That's where the stone door is. Right, let me bend down here and pick these up. Pardon the shakiness. Let's walk on this way a little bit. I think we got another view spot out here on this rock. Let's go on a little bit further. Now look at that, how that's all crumbled and cracking. Wow, those tree roots. This is an easy trail, and it's really easy since all I've got is this light day pack. I mean, this is my kind of hiking. I understand why people go ultralight now. I mean, if you can carry something like this, man, you can have an enjoyable day. Let's go down this little side trail here. See what we got out here on this rock. As you can see, it's a little bit ruggedy, not too bad. So that picture that I just took of all them crackety rocks and everything like that, guess where I'm standing? Right on that. But look at that. That is, I mean, what other word can you use to describe that but beautiful, awesome, amazing, splendorific. That's a Tennessee word, y'all. Anyway. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I'll get out of your hair for a minute. Talk to you in a little bit. Well, I just saw a really, really fresh pile of bear scat right in the middle of a rock. And I know this is a topic you love talking about. It's near and dear to your heart, but it never ceases to amaze me how many times I've seen bear scat in the middle of a rock. It's like, how do they do that? How is their aim that good? I mean, they're a pretty big animal, you know? And it's like a little rock that's the size of a paper plate. And they're right smack dab in the middle of it. It's bizarre. Anyway, so I just can't tell you what a gorgeous day this is today. It is beautiful out here. This is absolute perfect hiking weather. I don't know if the sun will mess with the picture or not, but anyway, it's kind of what I'm going through. But the woods are beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous out here. I mean, I could not have picked a better time. The water's up, so the falls are going to be pretty. And so you get to see some of that, hopefully. And anybody else that's out there, you know. I mean, I'm an older guy. I ain't no spring chicken, let's put it that way. But I'm not decrepit. But for anybody who thinks that they're too old to do this, or it's too hard, I won't lie, there's deer going right there. I won't lie, it is not the easiest thing in the world to get into. And before I started doing this, I spent about 9.5 months walking 3 miles a day and losing weight. So I lost about 50 pounds. It bounces back and forth, but about 50. And one thing I noticed is the more weight that I lost, the better my balance got. When I first started doing things, I needed walking sticks, trekking poles, whatever you want to call them, for everything. And they still come in handy, but I'm finding I don't need them as much right now. But my advice to anyone would be, give it a try. Go as light as you can. Buy inexpensive equipment first just to make sure, or used or whatever. And don't bite off more than you can chew. And be willing to listen to your body and accept your physical limitations at the time. Because this is different. You know, I was walking 3 miles a day for months. That first trip I did 7 miles the first day. I couldn't hardly walk. I was just wobbly all over, carrying a pack that didn't weigh as much as the weight I lost. But anyway, rambling. So this is just beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah. So anyway. I'll talk to you later. Love you, sweetie. I'm glad you're here with me. Well, it looks like the rim trail is actually going to take us along the rim for a little bit. See there? The breeze is a little bit stronger here than it's been all day. And my nose is doing its thing. Sorry. But yeah. There we are. All the way down. And let's take a look. Look at that over there. See if I can zoom you in a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Cool, huh? Yeah. Oops, there goes my pole. At least it didn't go over the edge. And looks like we're getting ready to go away from the rim back up again. So let me get my pole here. Head up this way and see what it's like. Oh, the sun feels good. Yeah, I know, my nose. I'm sorry. Alright, save some room for waterfalls. Okay, still out on the trail. Got a little ways to go to get to the falls, not very far. Nice, nice trail. Plenty of water now, whereas before there hasn't been very much. But the reason I stopped here, more than anything, was I wanted you to just listen. What do you hear? Nothing. When is the last time you heard quiet? Awesome. Later. Okay. I just can't stop videoing this stuff. I mean, Look at this. My goodness. What a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And I just cannot get over that. How far down that is. That's got to be at least 100 feet, maybe more. But I mean, wow. Just wow. Okay. Just thought I'd show you a little bit of this cool trail. This is on the way to Greeter Falls. And I guess the Gulf part of it, what they call it, ravine, whatever, is just off to my left. And I just passed Alum Creek Campground. That's pretty nice. They got some nice sites. Got some right there on the bluff. But the privy, oh my goodness. That thing's nasty. I mean nasty. They need to work on that. That needs to be one of their projects for sure. Anyhow, wanted to show you the trail. Looks like we're coming up to the view spot or two. I don't know, but well, that's kind of interesting with the grass there. You can see a lot of people use this. This is really an easy trail to get to. I mean, a place to get to. The trail was not bad at all. I mean, it's a little over 3 miles, but I mean, it doesn't take any time at all. Not much up and down. Let's see what we got here. I can hear the wind. Ooh, there's the river down below. All down through there. Look at that cool tree. It's dead, but still cool. Even in death, there is beauty. I think I heard that somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I just made that up. Who knows? Anyhow, let me get back on the trail, and I'll show you the falls when we get there. And yeah. So, anyway, I'm finding that I'm not using these trekking poles as much today, but I haven't really needed to because the trail's pretty simple. You know, I mean, they're actually a little bit more of a hindrance right now than a help. But I know when I'm on the rocky trail, gotta have them. Anyway, that's enough of my mug. I think I hear something. Whew, sorry, that's jerky. Jerky. It's a little bit rooty and rocky and all that in here, but yeah, you can see it through the trees. Let's see if we can get a better view. This is not Greeter Falls. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a better view. I'd have to wait till we get on the other side of, yeah, looky. Suspension bridge. You know you love it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get a better shot on the other side or not. Maybe down here. I'm going off trail. Off trail. I'm glad the water's running good. All the rain. Oh, listen at that. Oh, yeah. See if I can get down here. Not Greeter Falls, but man, it sure looks nice. Look at that. Wow. And just cascades on down. How about that? There's a little lower falls right there too. I don't know if you can see it or not, right there. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head this way for about a half a mile to Greeter Falls. Well, I didn't make it very far till I found something else. I just couldn't resist. Look at that tree growing right on top of that rock. And then there's an overhang and more trees growing out of the edge of it. Got something? That's pretty interesting. Okay, we're coming up on the upper falls of Greeter Falls. Evidently there's an upper and a lower falls. There's also supposedly a big swimming hole here. Heck, the whole thing looks like a swimming hole to me. But yeah. Oh, and that other falls that we looked at before is called Board Tree Falls. Alright, I'm going to go down this steep incline. Might get a little jerky. I'll apologize beforehand. There it is. I'm out of storage on my card, storing it on the phone. I don't know if I'll be able to show it to anybody, but this is pretty cool. Okay, so I finished up. It's about 2 o'clock. I finished up the trail, the round trip that I was going to do. Saw some pretty awesome falls. I mean, it was beautiful. The water was running good today. And scared a bunch of deer up. You know, saw several deer and some other wildlife. And then some sections it was just so quiet. There wasn't any noise at all. No wind noise, nothing. Just the noise I made walking. So it was very, very good trip. It was easy trail. I don't know what my mileage was on it today. I think it's probably close to 10. So I started at 8 and finished at 2, and I didn't really rush. So if I can do it that fast, then that tells you how easy it is. But anyway, we'll see you next time.